The Tampa Bay Vipers finally got their first win of the season during XFL Week 4. They smacked the DC Defenders 25-0. A lot of people were like, where did that come from? It came out of nowhere. Now, the story of this game is that Tampa Bay ran all over the DC Defenders. Both of their running backs had over 100 yards rushing. As a team, they ran the ball 46 times for 266 yards. And what's else, the other interesting storyline is that they finally solidified their quarterback position in Tampa Bay. It's very complicated, so I'm going to start here. Taylor Cornelius started and played the entire game at quarterback for the Tampa Bay Vipers. He was 24 for 31 passing, had 211 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. I'll be honest, I did not think that what we saw from Taylor Cornelius was really that amazing. It was like very good, very solid. But people in Tampa Bay are super happy. Like, we finally got our franchise quarterback with the Tampa Bay Vipers. We're so happy we finally got our guy. And look, again, Taylor Cornelius was certainly solid. He made good decisions. And it probably helped that, he wasn't trading drives with quarterbacks. Like, in the previous couple weeks, they had Quinton Flowers play quarterback, then they'd rotate and put in Taylor Cornelius, and you're coming in and out. It's hard to build a rhythm as a quarterback. But it also probably helped just a little bit that the team ran for 266 yards and ran the ball 46 times. It helps a little bit to have that in your repertoire. Well, Taylor Cornelius made 2 throws that I went, wow. He made 2 throws that made me go, that's a good throw. One, it was his touchdown. He had a touchdown over the middle where DC brought an all-out blitz. And finally, Taylor Cornelius did the thing I've been screaming for weeks. Instead of trying to run away from the blitz or panicking, what Taylor Cornelius did was say, hey, they're blitzing. There's fewer guys in coverage. He stood calmly in the pocket, threw to the open man over the middle. Easy touchdown. The guy was wide open. Taylor Cornelius, that's a really good play. I loved it. And then later in the game, he also had a nice throw over the middle on play action where it's a good, solid throw. But the rest of the game, though, was just a ton of simple little, passes underneath, some screen passes. I mean, Taylor Cornelius also had a really ugly interception. My point is that currently, as it stands today, Tampa Bay, the Vipers could not win a game alone on Taylor Cornelius' arm. Now, the good thing is they don't need that. The Tampa Bay Vipers have a good running game, and all they really need at the quarterback position is stability. And Taylor Cornelius provides stability at the quarterback position. He seems like the right guy to be. I don't know for sure, but he seems like he could prove me wrong, but seems like the right guy to be the starter. Fair enough, I agree with that. But you got to also acknowledge that Taylor Cornelius was not like incredible. Taylor Cornelius was really good, had a lot of advantages. They ran the ball incredibly well, and he made like 2 good throws the whole game. I mean, that's Taylor Cornelius' game in a nutshell, week 4. Now, the reason why Taylor Cornelius started the entire game and played the entire game for Tampa is because their backup, another quarterback, Quinton Flowers, decided to leave the team for a brief period and take a leave of absence because of, quote, personal reasons. Now, we know now he's back with the team. We now know the reason he left is because he requested a trade. He wanted to leave the team. But it's also, the head coach, Mark Trestman, said he's back with the team. He's got a good attitude. And I don't blame Quinton Flowers at all for wanting a trade. I think the quarterback situation's been really tough on him and tough on everybody when you're going in and out and the fans are cheering for you and the other guy's playing more. And they're like, why can't I get a start? Why can't I play more? It'd be frustrating for him, I understand. But I think at the end of the day, Quinton Flowers realized, hey, this is my shot to play professional football. This is my opportunity. And I can be upset about the quarterback situation, but if I don't play, I literally don't play. So I'd better play now or else I'll never get to play again. And so I think that's what happened with Quinton Flowers is he realized, hey, this is my shot and I better not blow it. This is my opportunity to play pro football. I better take advantage of it. So he's the backup of the Vipers. He's taking reps currently at quarterback at practice. He's taking reps at running back. He's taking reps at receiver. They're going to use Quinton Flowers literally all over the field. And what I think, if I was Quinton Flowers' dad, what I would tell him is, hey, son, be ready. Do what your team needs. This is your opportunity to play pro football. Show what you got. If they want you at running back, play running back. If they want you at receiver, play receiver. And then be ready to play quarterback. If Taylor Cornelius next week, week 5, gets hurt, be ready to take his job. The minute you get a rep at quarterback, be ready to take advantage of that opportunity. Until then, do whatever's asked of you. But hey, remember, you're still the number 2 quarterback. And if a guy gets hurt, you're next up. You never know what could happen. So if I was Quinton Flowers, do what your team needs, help out, have a good attitude, and be ready if your number gets called. You never. Maybe Taylor Cornelius just has a horrible game in week 5 or week 6 or week 7. You never know. Quinton Flowers just needs to stay ready. I also want to give a shout out to the Vipers coaching staff. They made a change. They simplified their play calling system. And I just want to say, well done by the Vipers. It's Mark Trestman, the head coach of the Vipers, gets a lot of hate. People crap on him all the time. He's a very nice man. I've met him. I really like him. I think he's won multiple Grey Cups in the Canadian Football League. He clearly is not a completely incompetent idiot football coach. He knows something about the game of football, and that's a small example of, hey, the Vipers have some self-awareness, making that mid-season adjustment, making it easier on their players. I love that. It's a key moment, and you got to really respect. Mark Trestman gets a lot of hate. He coached in Chicago with bad ownership, with a bad general manager, and not a great quarterback. Lay off a little bit of Mark Trestman. He's had a bad quarterback situation again in Tampa Bay. I feel bad for him. But he's a nice man. I think he understands offense better than people give him credit for. And we found an opportunity to praise Mark Trestman. I want to take advantage of that because I really like Mark Trestman. He seems like a good man, and he's not an idiot football coach.